Hi, I'm George, and this is Northeast Rider Video Magazine. Today we're on the road driving to South Glastonbury, Connecticut, to the Elks Club Pavilion for the Hot Rod Fallout Show. This is a pre-1963 and earlier traditional hot rod show. Join me for today's video.
Hi, my name is John Centracchio. This is a 32 Ford pickup. It's built traditional 50 style. It's chopped 3.5 inches. Has a 49 Cadillac engine, 39 Ford tranny, and a Columbia 2-speed rear end. It's built with all original Ford parts, mostly. It doesn't have a lot of reproduction parts on it. And it's built exactly the way they would have built it in, say, around 55, 56. It's a 49 Cadillac engine. It's bored 30 over. It's got a solid cam in it. It's probably the engine of choice back then because the Cadillacs had all the power. It's got an Edmunds 2.2 intake on it with a set of custom. I made the headers for it. Still runs an original generator. They're actually Cadillac carburetors as well. They're Carter WCD Carter. Everything on the engine, other than like the speed parts, the valve covers, the intake, it's all original Caddy stuff. It's got bias plies, wide whites on it. The wheels are 39 Ford. They're called wide 5 because the lug nuts are way out if you look at them. And actually chrome the brake drums and don't run hubcaps, which is a pretty unique feature. Well, the color is Washington blue. It's a Ford color, 40 Ford Washington blue color. And I had the car pinstriped by a pinstriper. It's all early style. If you look, it's thick lines. And I pretty much told them what I wanted and just let them go to town. It's got rolled and pleated interior. It's black and white Naugahyde, just like they would have done it. And a little bit different with this. It's got a suspended headliner, which trucks back in the day, 32 Ford pickups had no headliners. So I had to make all that to put the suspended headliner in.
Nice spot. On the train. How you doing? Getting tired of walking forward. I'm trying to walk backwards for a while. How you doing? Oh, there's a whole group picture right there.
Oh, yeah.
Right here.
I gotta get my Hollywood.
Where are y'all from? Long Island. You took the ferry over?
Yeah, the ferry. We took the ferry over.
Is this the cab here? That's the back of the cab.
How you doing, guys? Lou?
Good. How about you?
Huh?
Of all my trailers and shit. How you doing? How you doing? Stay right there, don't move. How you doing?
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. How you doing? Well, they packed them in today. There has to be 500 cars here.
Is it?
Where are you guys from?
I'm from Maine.
From Maine. All right.
I come down every year.
How are the leaves up there? How are the leaves? They pretty much
Just
all.
about perfect. I left Wednesday and it was raining, so it looked pretty good.
Yeah.
But
Fall's coming this way.
Yeah.
So
Now,
you
is
guys-
this going on YouTube?
yeah, my YouTube channel, Northeast Rider.
Okay.
How you doing? Let's come around. Just stay where you are. That's good. Thank you. How you doing, Danny?
All right, how are you?
Good. Tell us a little about your 35 Ford Custom.
All right, so this was built by Hollywood Hot Rods, Troy Ladd in California, probably 12 years ago. It's a 1935 Ford. It's done in the Harry Westergaard style, which would be an early custom. Very Art Deco, very elegant kind of look to it. Front grille was a white truck grill. The two front lights here are 40 Chevys. The whole front nose was custom built by Troy Ladd. Two front fenders of 1936 Plymouth. Running boards are molded in and custom made. The color is a custom color. They call this car Ruby Deluxe, I think probably because of the color. Rims are 16s with high cutter tires, the big white wall, and the sombrero caps, which I think are 47 to 52. Very commonly used on like tail draggers, early customs. So the rear fenders were peaked and extended 8 inches. The whole rear of the car was extended 10 inches, stretched. This whole trunk was formed. They used a Bentley hood to make this trunk. This is built out of aluminum. I peaked it down the middle. The rear two lights are Hudson, late 40s Hudson. And the rear bumper guard is so Merc Override. Converted to a rear bumper. Yeah, so this car started out as a 35 humpback sedan, so it would have ran all the way to the back, the roof line like this. had a hump in the back. So you can just imagine the fabrication that was done on this to make it into what it is. The skirts were all handmade, flush skirts, running boards are arrow glassed in.
All right, Danny, what's going on with the interior of this car?
All right, so the interior is done in California as well, and I think Martinez did it. He's a famous interior guy, Troy Ladd. The steering wheel is a 46 Pontiac. The front dash was custom made to fit the late 40s Chrysler gauge panel and Mercury clock. All the knobs were handmade, handles. By the original owner, he was a jeweler and a tattoo artist. Gear selectors out of a Hudson, late 40s Hudson. The steering wheel is a 46 Pontiac steering wheel. He made the emblem for the centerpiece to match the switches and the pedals. The engine's simple. It's a custom. It's a Chevy 350 with a 700 overdrive. It's reliable, and that's what I'm looking for, because like I said before, I drive it everywhere. Can't go wrong with a Chevy 350. You get parts anywhere, if it's stuck or whatever. It's all very reliable motor. I think they made 20 million of them.
I bought a 62 when I was 14.
61 was totally.
Well, he brings something more than
Bought this, like have a car to jump in and drive.
All the new school shit, which is cool. Yeah. Seems like old school's always gonna.
Yeah, I never met him.
My granddaughter's bringing her friends from college.
Here, John, go ahead.
So this is a 32 Ford 5 window. It's chopped 2 3/4 inches. And unique thing about this car is it's channeled over the frame rail 6 inches. That's why it sits so low. That was something they used to do a lot in the East Coast in the 50s. California, they did them more like high boys up on the rails. East Coast, they channeled them down. This has a 50 Olds 303 engine, solid lifter cam. It's got a 37 LaSalle transmission in it with a quick change. Actually has a homemade quick change rear end that I bought from someone that was homemade in late 40s. So these are 40 Ford wheels, just stock wheels with, they're called beanie hubcaps, and they're a little bit different. A lot of guys call them baby moons, but these are a little bit different because they stick out farther to cover, because early Ford had the hubs kind of stick out farther, the baby moons don't fit on them, so these came out in the 50s, they're called beanies. So the steering box is 48 Ford pickup. It's got a steering arm that I made, custom made, along with like the headlight bar. A lot of the parts I made, the shock mounts are F1 shock mounts that I modified to put tube shocks in.
Well,
so the interior is tuck and roll interior. It's red and white. One of the unique features is it's got a 51 Ford Crestliner steering wheel, which is they only came on Ford Crestliners in that year. It's a pretty rare steering wheel. It's got a Stewart Warner gauge panel, and all the gauges are curved face. Back in the 50s, Stewart Warner made gauges, and they all had like a little curve to the face, where all the ones they make now are all flat face. So there's some unique features with that keeps it period correct. So 32 Ford coupes all had canvas tops with wood under them. What I did was I retained all the original stuff, and I just covered it with Naga hide instead of the canvas. Get that white look to go with the pinstriping and the color.
How you doing? My name is Harley Carrera. I'm from Bristol, Connecticut. This is my car, the Lumber Wagon. It was originally built in the early 60s as a show car out of Phoenix, Arizona by a man named John Smith. As you can see, it features a wood body, brass accents, all hand built by the original owner. I purchased the car out of California from a friend of mine who contacted me about the engine, which is a Ford 272 out of a T-Bird, as to if my dad wanted it for one of his cars. when I got the photos, I had asked him if he would sell me the whole car, and he agreed to do so if I changed out the transmission, and he kept the transmission. So needless to say, he kept the transmission, I got the car, and here it is.
Not a bad swap.
Not a bad swap at all. No, we got it. You know, I really enjoy the fact that I preserved some of the history, because a lot of these cars over the years have just got, you know, destroyed or parts taken off of them. Car is about, I would say, about 98% the way it was originally built. There were slight changes. Most of the changes were made in '64. The car was in most of the major hot rod magazines in 1962, including October issue of Hot Rod magazine. And then later on, somebody put the 3.2 carburetor on it, and then changed the top to a tufted, and the seat to a tufted leather top and seat, but we restored it back to the original. It does have bias ply tires on it. The rims were actually are hand-built chrome reverse wheels, the way they would have been done in the 60s. These were actually with the car, so I'm pretty sure that they were original to the car. The front is just a narrow bias ply. In the back, we did a cheater slick. The original car had slick tires on it because it was only a show car, but we obviously had to put the cheater slicks on to make it legal for the street.
Frank Hanrahan. I'm from Norwich, Connecticut. So here I've got my my belly tank race car that I built for the Race of Gentlemen. So it's an aluminum tank with a 1951 Oldsmobile Rocket 303 in it, and I tried to build it to kind of get that feel of the old Dry Lakes race cars and really bring that to life today.
And very recently you went to the Throg, right?
Yep.
How did that go?
It was good. It was good. It was a good week. We went last week, but unfortunately the hurricane came in and washed the race out. So looking forward to hopefully next year bring it down again.
But you were able to go on the beach with it?
Yep.
That's
cool.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Great sharing it. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is inspired by the dry lakes racers back from the 30s and 40s. Those cars don't exist anymore. If they do, they're in museums. And I wanted one for myself, so I had to build it. It originally started out with the cow part, which was an actual race car, the 1931 sprint car. And from then on, I added different components. Made my own grill, my own frame, belly pan.
Now, Mark, you said this build took you about how long to build?
How long did I take to build this? Oh, this is about a 6 months build, and with a lot of time. I also had a lot of parts on hand before I started.
That's always a big help.
It helps a lot. The engine's 1932 Ford Model B, 4-cylinder Blanc with a Krager overhead valve conversion on it, which gives it approximately 80 more horsepower than a stock motor. It has dual carburetors, Stromberg 97s, a Vertex Magneto, and we race it on the beach. It goes like heck.
So you were just at the Throg this past year, right?
Oh yes, I've been every year of the Trog. I've done all 10 of them, and I went to Pismo Beach in California and did the Trog.
Oh wow!
It's a
lot of fun.
A lot of fun. A lot of youth picking up the hobby, carrying the torch.
I'm sure wherever you go, people are looking at your car.
Oh yeah,
it's very unique.
It's just a great hobby, and you know, building is most of the fun.
Mark, how long have you been in the hot rodding? Years?
Since I could walk. Realistically, from 10 years on.
Favorite hot rod?
Pardon me?
My favorite hot rod?
I like a lot of them. Probably a 32 3-window coupe.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Mark, for sharing the story of your passion.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
She wants to get rid of them. Yeah, right. Call her up. So I might have something. Oh, man. 150, wasn't it?
How many times? Yeah.
It's a buy, go buy, right?
Was it a barn find?
No, I built it.
It's like this with credit cards.
Is there still a Discovery Channel? I haven't watched TV in 2 years.
What's your Discovery?
The guy you
Another cool hot rod right here.
It was fun for the day. And then everybody's rolling into town. They got on the beach, an hour later they were all told to get off the fucking beach. And that's the thing. Like I said, the water was up to the green. But I'll go next. All right, I'm ready to go.
All right, okay.
You haven't gone to my YouTube channel yet? Shame on you. You know what you're missing on Northeast Rider. A lot going on over there.